Okay, good afternoon. Okay, we'll start the next type of logic gates. I hope whatever we discussed in the previous classes is clear. And in today's class, we will discuss universal gates. See, as you know, there are two types of universal gates. First one is NAND gate, and the second is NOR gate. Now the question is, why these two gates are called as universal gates? The answer is very simple. Answer is, using these two gates, you can implement any type of basic gates. Okay, that is the reason why these two gates are called as universal gates. And now we will discuss the first type of gate, NAND gate. Now coming to the symbol of NAND gate, it looks like this. It is having two input and one output, and at the output you have a bubble. So let me assume that input A and input B, and then you have output Y. Now we can also write this NAND gate in this form also. That is, I will take the AND gate. Okay, this is NAND gate. So I will take AND gate and output of the AND gate is given to the inverter. So this is the inverter, or it is a NOT gate. And here you will get the output Y. Now if you just compare these two gates, of course both are same. Now we can look at this AND gate. If I complement the output of the AND gate, if I complement the output of the AND gate, then I will get NAND gate. Okay, so now what is the AND gate expression? The AND gate expression was like this. The AND gate expression was Y is equal to A dot B. Okay, Y is equal to A dot B is an AND gate expression, logical expression. And here we will get A dot B. Now what is the output of this? The output of this is, output of the NAND gate is Y is equal to A dot B whole bar. Okay, now I can write here. So the output of the NAND gate is A dot B whole bar. Now I will draw the truth table for this gate. See, as you know, the truth table or output is complement of the AND gate. So therefore, so in the truth table, I have two inputs. So if you have two inputs, then it is assumed that there are 2 to the power of 2 combinations. So 2 to the power of 2 combinations means you have 4 input combinations. Those 4 input combinations are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and you have 1 and 1. Now if both the inputs are 0, what is the output of AND gate? The output of AND gate is 0. But here output of the NAND gate is complement of the AND gate, so its output is 1. Then What is the output when input A is equal to 0 and B is equal to 1 for AND gate? For AND gate, it's equal to 0, and for NAND gate, it's equal to 1. And similarly, when A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0, what is the output of the AND gate? The output of the AND gate is equal to 0, and therefore output of the NAND gate is equal to 1. And coming to the last input combination, the last input combination is 1 and 1. So AND gate output is 1, but NAND gate output is complement of AND gate, so it's equal to 0. Okay, this is the truth table of the NAND gate. Then coming to the timing diagram for this NAND gate, so you have time period 1, T1, T2, T3, and T4 we have, and I have 2 inputs and 1 output. The waveforms looks like this. So this is first cycle. First cycle is T1, and you have second cycle. The second cycle is T2, and then you have third cycle. This is T3, and then you have fourth one as T4. Okay, like this I have drawn. And according to the truth table, for time period T1, A is equal to 0. So A is equal to 0. And for the next cycle also, A is equal to 0. And in the next off cycle, A is equal to 1. And in the next off cycle, A is equal to 1. So this is 0, this is 0, and you have 1, and you have 1. Then for the next input combination, so for the first half cycle, so B is equal to 0. So then you have 1. So then you have 0. And then you have 1. So like this. So you have 0, 1, 0, and 1. And I need to draw the output waveform also. Now the output waveform is for T1, T2, and T3, its value is logic 1. Its value is logic 1. And for the last case, its value is equal to 0. Okay, so this is regarding the truth table symbol of the NAND gate. Okay, and we will discuss the next type of universal gate. The next type of universal gate is NOR gate. Okay, so I will consider the next one now. That is NOR gate. And symbol of the NOR gate is like this. Output is complemented. So it is having 2 inputs, input A and input B, and then you have output Y. And this NOR gate is nothing but OR gate with output complemented. With output complemented. So I will write OR gate here, and output of the OR gate is connected to the NOT gate. Okay, now I can easily draw the truth table. Now the truth table is analyzed in this form. First we will discuss what is the output of the OR gate. Okay, now here the expression for this NOR gate is y is equal to, see what is the expression for the OR gate? The expression for the OR gate is a plus b, that is output expression for the OR gate is a plus b, and we are providing this signal a plus b signal through the inverter. So therefore the output is a plus b whole bar. Okay, so therefore y is equal to a plus b whole bar is the expression for NOR gate. Then we'll come to the truth table. Now in the truth table, first we will discuss what is the output for the OR gate. Now for the OR gate, when two inputs are zero, what is the output? The output is equal to 0. Okay, the output is equal to 0. And when any one of the input is 1, then output was equal to 1. And for the next combination, for 0, 1 and 0, the output was equal to 1. And when both inputs are logic high, then you got the output as logic 1. Now this is the truth table for OR gate. Now as you know, the NOR gate is complement of the OR gate. So therefore, when 0 and 0 is there, what is the output? The output is 1. And when 0 and 1 is there, for the OR gate, it's equal to 1. So therefore, its output of the NOR gate is equal to 0. Here we have 1, so its output is equal to 0. And here we have 1, so therefore output is equal to 0. Okay, so this is the truth table for the NOR gate. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can raise your hands. Otherwise, you can comment in the comment section. I will be sharing this class video in the YouTube channel. Okay, we will take the next type of gates, that is the special purpose gates. Now the special purpose gate is, or special gates, you will understand the property why it is called as special gates. So there are two special gates. So one is XOR gate, and you have XNOR gate. Like this you have. Now we'll discuss the first one, XOR gate. And coming to the symbol of XOR gate, it will be like this. So you have symbol of the XOR gate like this. So it is having two input A and input B, and output Y. So this is XOR. And coming to the truth table of this XOR gate, the truth table looks like this. So when the specialty of the XOR gate is, if both inputs are same, it can be logic 0 or it can be logic 1. If both inputs are same, then its output is logic 0. So that is the logic behind this XOR gate. Okay, did you understand? Right? If both inputs are same, it can be logic 0 or it can be logic high, then output will be equal to 0. So here we have same inputs, so its output is equal to 0. And in the last combination also, we have a same type of input. So therefore, here also the output is equal to 0. And whenever there is a change in one bit in between input, then output is equal to logic 1. Output is logical 1. Now if you just look at the truth table, what is the expression? The expression for XOR gate is Y is equal to, just concentrate on where output of the XOR gate is logic high. Now here we have logic high, and for this combination we have logic high. So I will take those two conditions. Okay, I will just take these conditions now, and I will just take this combination also. So this combination is A bar, and this combination is in, this input bit is in true form of the input B. And here 1 is there, so A is in true form and B is complemented. Okay, so I will just find out like this. So Y is equal to, I have to consider only here. So you will understand these things in higher semesters, but for the basic electronics classes, this is enough. So Y is equal to, since 0 is there, I have to represent A bar and B. So I need to represent the product for this combination, A bar B. Then for the next combination, I have to consider plus. Then this is A, and B is equal to 0, and this is B bar. Okay, so this is the logical expression for the XOR gate, and you can represent this logical expression like this also, A XOR B. Okay, this is a symbol to represent XOR gate. Y is equal to A XOR B is the symbol. Okay, now we will understand the speciality of this XOR gate. Now the speciality of the XOR gate is, okay, now to understand the speciality, just compare this input combination and this input combination. So what I will do is, I will just split the truth table into two parts. Okay, I will split the truth table like this. Now in the first combination, in the first group, A is equal to 0. Okay, so the first speciality is, if any one of the input, it can be A or it can be B. Okay, if any one of the input is logic 0, if any one of the input, if any one of the input is logic 0, then what is the output? Output is nothing but the output follows the next input. Output follows the next input. Meaning, see, when I am tying any one of the input to logic 0, in this truth table I have considered A as 0 for the first block. A is equal to 0, 0 is there. So when A is equal to 0, 0, just compare B and Y. Just compare B and Y. Both are same. Okay, B is equal to 0, Y is equal to 0. B is equal to 1, Y is equal to 1. So now the statement is like this. If any one of the input in XOR gate is logic 0, then the output follows the next input. Output follows the next input. Output follows next input. Okay, this is the first special property of the XOR gate. And the second special property of the XOR gate is this. Now to understand the second special property, just take the next block in the truth table. And in the next block in the truth table, what I have done is, I have considered A to be logic high. Okay, when A is logic high, just compare. Okay, I am fixing this A to logic high. I am not changing further. If that is the case, then look at the another input and output Y. So output is complemented. Here 0 is there and here 1 is there. Here 1 is there and here 0 is there. Okay, the next special property of the XOR gate is, if any one if any one of the input, if any one of the input is logic 0, is logic 0, or sorry, logic 1, is logic 1, then output follows, output will be complemented. Okay, output will be complement of, output will be complement of other input. Okay, so these are the two special properties of the XOR gate. I hope it's clear. Okay, so we discussed the XOR symbol representation, and then we represented the logical expression for the XOR gate, and then taking this truth table as reference, so we discussed two special properties of the XOR gate. So what are the two special properties? The two special properties are, if any one of the input of the XOR gate is tied to logic 0, then output will follow the next input bit. Okay, and the next what we have done, if the output, okay, if the input is tied to logic 1, if the input is tied to logic 1, then output is complement of the next input. Okay, so this is regarding the XOR gate. So then we'll discuss the last type of gate, that is XNOR gate. So you have XNOR gate. Now the XNOR gate symbol is like this. Its symbol is like this, and okay, it is like this. Now the XNOR gate is represented like this, and its output is logic 0, or you can say like this, if both inputs are same, if both applied inputs are same, it can be logic 0 or it can be logic 1, the output of the XNOR gate is logic high. So that is a property. That is, if both inputs are same, it can be logic 0 or it can be logic 1, then output is logic high. And if any one of the input is changing, then its output is equal to logic 0. This is the truth table of the XNOR gate. Then wherever 1 is there in the output, just consider those input combinations. So here we have 1, so I need to consider this input combination, and here we have 1, so I need to consider these two input combinations. Okay, in the first case, both A and B are in complement form, and in the next case, both A and B are in true form. Therefore, so you have y is equal to, I am taking the first case. So in the first case, it is A bar and B bar. So it is A bar, B bar. Okay. Then you have plus. I will take the last case. So last case, both inputs are in true form. So it is A, B. Okay. And therefore, the output y expression is y is equal to A bar, B bar plus AB is the expression for XNOR gate. And the symbol for XNOR gate is like this. Y is equal to A. Okay. I have to represent a circle, and within the circle I have to put one dot, and this is B. Okay. To represent XOR gate, within the circle you have to represent plus, that represents XOR gate. To represent XNOR gate, within a circle you need to put one dot. So this is regarding the truth table of X NOR gate, and I have to draw the timing diagram also for this. So in the first half cycle, that is T1, then I will represent T2, then I will represent T3. So then you have T4, like this I have. So for T1, T2 and T3 and T4, for initial two cycles, half cycles, we have A is equal to 0. And for the next two half cycles, so we have A is equal to 1. Like this we have. And for another input B, so you have 0, 1. So you have 0, 1. So then you have 0 and 1, like this. So this is 0, 0, 1 and 1. And here 0, 1, 0, 1 is there. And what is the output? The output is when both inputs are logic 0, its output, that is NOR gate, XNOR gate, output is logic high. And for the next two cycles, that is when any one of the input is logic high. When any one of the input is logic high, its output is 0. Its output is 0. Then for the last case, that is when both inputs are same, once again, its XOR gate, XNOR gate output is logic high. So this is regarding the truth table and symbolic representation and representation using logical expression of the XNOR gate. Okay, I hope this thing is clear for you. And so now in the next class, what we do is, I will take one small expression, the Boolean expression, and I will tell you how you can represent using logic gates. Okay, let me take a random expression. Now y is equal to a plus bc is there. Okay, we are discussing according to your syllabus. Okay, so you have y is equal to a plus bc is there. Now, in order to just look at the expression first. Now, in order to implement this expression using logic gates, how many gates it's needed and what types of gates is necessary, right? So here we have plus symbol. Now, how do you represent plus symbol? So you can represent this plus by using OR gate, and you have B and C. So how do you represent this product? So you can represent this product. Now this is the product, okay? B and C is there. This product can be represented by using AND gate. Then after this, there is a bar also. We call this as a complement, okay? Or we can say it as a bar. So this is a complement form. If I represent a line, a straight line above the expression, so that's meaning is it's complemented. Whatever you get, A plus BC, you will get. That output is complemented. Yes, complemented. Okay, like this. Now, how do you represent it, this complement form? You can represent this complement form by using the inverter. By using the inverter. Now let me represent this A plus BC first. So I can represent like this. So I will take A then I will take B, so then I will take C. So here, so A, let me draw one line, and BC I need to obtain. How do you implement BC? So BC can be implemented. So here BC is a product form. So we can implement this BC using the AND gate. So I will take B and C like this, and so I have to represent the AND gate here. So this is AND gate, and output of the AND gate is this BC. Output of the AND gate is BC. Now this product and A is added. How do you add these things? You can add these two things by using OR gate. So I can add these two things, that is A and the output of the AND gate, by using the OR gate. By using the OR gate like this, I can represent. And if you look at the given expression, A plus BC, okay, so here what you will get? So here you will get like this, A plus BC you will get. Then if you just compare this expression A plus BC with the given expression, what is the difference? So difference is, here we have A plus BC, but here you have A plus BC whole bar. Now how do you represent this whole bar? You can represent this whole bar by using an inverter, and output of the inverter is nothing but Y, and Y is equal to A plus BC whole bar. Okay, so this is the expression, or this is the implementation of the given Boolean expression using logic gates. I hope it's clear. Any doubt, you can text me